overhead costs, outsourced services, and their staff, energy bill, water, sewage. There was a time Abuja Environmental Protection came and locked our gate. It was in the news. They locked the gate. And patients were trying to enter. They refused. I came down from Mount and said, madam, cut on baby. Why do you lock hospital gate? What if there's a pregnant woman in that car? They said to me, when you people go on strike, you don't used to remember the pregnant woman. So when I talk to enemy and they are telling, I say, please, let's stop rubbishing ourselves because we can achieve some of these things in a better way. And that's what the woman said. A woman, for that matter, led the group. They locked the gate.
For what?
Sewage. For sewage and refuse. They are under the same system. And it's Abuja Environmental Protection that locked the gate of a government hospital. With a magistrate court order. What happened? We were owing 2.something million. Okay? And we've been communicating up and down. They did not have a TSA account. Abuja Environmental Protection Agency did not have a TSA account. And they wanted us to pay to commercial bank. We actually tried. The thing bounced back. We tried the second time back. We printed those things and showed them. This is the rejection that has happened. I said, I had to write to the Minister of FCT to say this your organization does not have a TSA account. And if they don't give, they have locked our gate, I'm ready to go to newspaper now and press to talk that they are doing something illegal. If a hospital can collect money that patient pay for cancer drug, put it in TSA before downloading it to the supplier, what stops Abuja Environmental from having TSA account? They quickly gave us a TSA account, which did not belong to Abuja Environment. It belonged to the FCTA. It proved to me that they didn't have. So that's what happened. It's not that we refused to pay our bills. We couldn't pay for 3 months because we were negotiating, bring TSA account and also that. Okay. These are the funding gap. There's also costs for capital projects that are partially budgeted for. Maintenance of infrastructure is almost never budgeted for. So you see a hospital that is very beautiful, it's now looking ugly. Okay? Replacement of aging equipment, they are supposed to have a lifespan. This is where I talked about amortization. This is a big challenge. You have a city that has been working for how many years? We had the first 1 Tesla MRI in West Africa, but it's gone down for more than 5 years now. Now people are buying 1.5 Tesla MRI. National Hospital is now doing only 0.something Tesla MRI, 0.something, which breaks down because they are more than 15 years old. We have 2, they break down. They are 0.5, 0.3. But we recently negotiated for 1.5 Tesla MRI, which is coming under an MOU PPP arrangement, and will soon be delivered.
Sorry if I may, this is not really time for question, but address us more on this thing.
On the
equipment, is it that, for instance, the MRI machine you talked about?
Yeah.
I had relatives who were asked to go and they were charging, is it 75,000 per scan or thereabouts?
Yeah.
And there were ones that they don't even have in Abuja. They say we should go to either AB or something like that. They said cancer. Now, at 75,000 naira per scan, per what?
Per patient.
Per something I understand that won't take more than 1 hour. I was wondering how many could be done in a day.
Thank you very much.
And whether you couldn't make profit out of it. In fact, at some point we were discussing with colleagues, don't we team up and go and buy this equipment? If you could find 10 or 15 young men who can afford to come
Absolutely,
out,
that's what people are
20,
doing now, and I encourage you to do. You understand? But what you don't understand about government hospital is what I'm here to tell you. We have an MRI which was bought in 1999. And that's why I said there must be compulsory amortization if we are to go forward. Which there will be a law that you must statutorily set aside a minimum of 10%. And in 5 years, you'll be able to replace that equipment. It means that if there is a problem, you mustn't spend that 10%, government must intervene. Otherwise, they should allow you to charge commercial rates. Now, what is the maintenance cost of an MRI? These are very sensitive equipment. What's the maintenance cost with Philips or GE What's the maintenance cost? You are going to spend close to 65 million a year for maintenance. In fact, they gave us a bill of 100 million per year for MRI, 1 CT, and some old equipment. That's the bill. The minister has already given approval for me to sign. And I called them and said, look, the old MRI, you have removed it under the old maintenance contract. He said, yes. You have not yet replaced it. You are supposed to replace it. He said, no, we can't replace it free of charge. You are even owing us 700,000 euro, which is in UK, in Netherlands, but you have refused to release it because it's an LC. So you should release that one first before we start, and then sign this new one before we bring a new MRI. 100 million per annum is what we need to pay, and it is not budgeted. So that 75 million is peanut. That's why in a private diagnostic center, it is, the 75,000, they charge 100,000. Why we are charging 75? Because they have to maintain that equipment. It is very expensive to maintain, and it breaks down often. So these are some of the things that people will not realize. So I had to negotiate that deal and make them to sign a new contract of 65 million rather than 100 million, and they will bring the MRI 1.5 Tesla before we release the LC of 700,000 euro. A new MRI of 1.5 Tesla is supposed to cost about 1.4 million euro. But we are releasing only the old money and signing the new contract. You have to have business sense. If not, they will cheat you. Okay? So